Well, good morning. Hi, I'm Coach Ricardo Miller, and I'm excited about these series of talks that I'm having here on my YouTube channel. I'm extremely grateful for those of you guys that have already subscribed to my channel. If you have not subscribed yet, please do your boy a favor and subscribe right now. Now, here's the deal. These topics are getting very, very interesting, and I've opened myself up as the guy who's written the book Effective Living, and my goal is to help you create a life you don't need a vacation from. I think life is supposed to be working for you, not against you. And there are a lot of people who have not done the work, and they're self sabotaging themselves. Is it possible for a person to self sabotage themselves? Yep. Yep, it is possible for a person to self-sabotage. So I've been given more than 5 very interesting subject matters that I'm going to talk about over the next 5 days. So you don't want to miss tomorrow's, because here's the deal. These are getting hotter and they're getting hotter and they're getting better. And I'm sharing what I believe and what I've discovered. And I did some research. I've called some people out and asked them to give me some of their views on what I'm about to share. And so take it with a grain of salt. Eat the fish, spit out the bone, eat the watermelon, spit out the seed, however you want to do it. I just think wisdom is the principal thing. I think it's important for you to get the knowledge you need to know so that you can go where you need to go and not find yourself experiencing certain level of hardship that comes from stupidity. And so it is possible for you to hurt yourself by refusing to get the knowledge that you need or taking heed to the advice that is being given. So this morning, I want to talk on 12 reasons why you are going to lose your man. Yeah, I'm a man, 45 years old, and this is my belief that any woman who is adamant, very focused on executing and practicing all of what I'm saying, or many of what I'm saying, guess what? If you say, well, I've been doing most of those things and I haven't lost my man yet, you may still have him with you, but you have lost him in relations to him really being with you. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so there are a lot of brothers who are still present, but they're absent. And a lot of times it's because of what I'm about to share. So go ahead, study your relationship and identify what can I do to improve in making sure that as I develop this relationship that I say I'm in for the long haul, that I'm not messing it up to cause me to lose a good thing. I heard Bishop T.D. Jakes said this years ago, and I'm a strong believer in this principle. Here's what he said. Don't lose an 80 for a 20. That's a word for somebody. Let me say it again. He said, don't lose an 80 for a 20. Ooh, Ricardo's about to drop it, okay? So if you're ready for the 12 and you have not subscribed to my channel yet, come on. What you trying to do? Trying to hurt a brother? Please do me a favor and share that little bell. Press the bell so you can get notification whenever I go live. There's a lot of content coming over the next couple of days. So do me a favor and share this with someone. Share this. Okay. Number one, I'm talking about 12. This is 12 reasons why you're going to lose your man. You ready for it? I got my notes right here. Number one, you are ungrateful for the little he does. For the little things that he does, you're ungrateful. Ooh. Yep. You're ungrateful. Let me tell you something. There are a lot of ungrateful women out there. I'm coming hard this morning. There are a lot of ungrateful women who are not paying attention to the little things. And after you've had something for a while, it is easy to become ungrateful. It is easy to take a good man for granted. And so you're ungrateful and you're nitpicking. I call the term nitpicking. In other words, you're going after him and you're not paying attention to the fact that he is doing a lot. And you're not grateful for the things that he's doing. And so because you're not faithful for the little, unfortunately, you're not going to ever get to the point where you get the much. See, he who is faithful with little has the chance of getting more because of his commitment to being appreciative of the little. So if you want to make sure this is not your case, stop being ungrateful, because you could lose your man for being ungrateful. That's number one. Number two, you complain about everything. You complain about everything. If any of these stands out to you, and I mean they really get your attention, put a comment in the comment section for me and say, Ricardo, you're on it, or you are so far off from it. Be it as it may, I'm sharing my point. You could do a video that shares your point, but this is mine. I think a woman who is constantly complaining, just complaining, and some people, they have it, it was passed down to them. See, first they kept that to themselves because initially he was trying to catch him, and now you're not doing what you did to catch him, and now you're bringing out truly who you are, and you're a complainer at the core. It was starting to show itself in the courtship season, but it's now revealing itself because you got the ring. Now, because y'all are 100% together, you're complaining. Oh my goodness, no man loves a nagging woman. Okay, no man loves a nagging woman. If you're a nagging woman, you don't deserve no roses. You don't deserve no flowers because you're nagging. You're stressing the brother out. His pressure is going up. Come on, man. Stop nagging. You're going to lose your man if you continue to be a nagging woman. Oh, man. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, you got to stop it. Stop nagging. Stop being a complainer. Nagging, in my term, is called a complainer. Stop complaining so much. I'm just on number 2. Okay? No man loves a nagging woman. Fellow will stay at the club. He will stay with his friends on the basketball court. He will go and hang out at the gym. And let me tell you something, this pandemic has revealed a lot of stuff because a lot of guys found themselves having to stay in these houses locked up with nagging women. And I'm telling you guys, that's not a good position to be. Females, I want you to know, no man wants a nagging woman. Okay? No man wants a nagging woman. Oh my goodness. All right. So number 3, you talk down to him. You talk down to him. That's a little bit different than the nagging. There are some women who just outright talk down to a man, have no regards on who he was raised to be in that of a lion, a man, an alpha. I guess just a straight up dude. Now, here's the deal. You've been raised strong. He's been raised strong, but now he is trying to love you, and you are taking his submission to loving you in a soft, cuddly way as a weak way. And it is possible for you to talk down to a man who could stand up if he chose to, but he's that type of dude. He could be that type of dude. I don't want to show up that way because she's a woman, and you could be that type of female that's a dominator. That's just outright talking down to him. He ain't crap. He just, I can't stand. He gets on my nerve all the time. Just go ahead and go fix it. Are you good for anything? There are some women who talk down to their men like that, and they wonder why the brother is going to go hook up with the girl at the work job or the girl at the gym or because the girl at the gym ain't talking down to him. The girl at the gym talking up to him. The girl at the gym is admiring him and inspiring him. Don't talk down to your man. If you talk down to your man, someone is going to talk up to your man. Someone is going to encourage that guy at the core of his being, and you're going to find yourself losing your man because you keep talking down to your man. And a bad attitude is birthed out of that talking down, that dynamic. So I can attach the fact that you're talking down to a man because you have a bad attitude. And there are some guys who, unfortunately, they commit to the woman, and then they discover later that the woman has a bad attitude, just an outright bad attitude. And some guys don't know how to leave for a while, and they feel imprisoned and feel obligated, and they try to hold on to this relationship. But some women are running their men because of how they talk to their man. Now, here's the deal. I know I'm going hard on the women today, but someone sent me the question to make sure I go at the women as well. To reverse it around and go to the dude. So I'm going to respond 12 reasons why you're about to lose your woman. Okay? I'm going to do a video on that, just so you know that's coming. So stick around, okay? But I'm talking to the women today. No man wants a woman who is talking down to him. If you agree with me, this whole video is worth sharing right now. This is worth sharing. No man wants a woman who is talking down to him. And let me tell you something. The woman who wants him won't talk down to him. She will give him what you're not giving him. And if you're giving him all mouth, chances are you can find yourself losing your man. All right, next one, number 4. You honor other men more than you do him. You're going to lose your man because all other men are being honored, admired, respect, celebrated, given attention to than he or him or your man. Y'all know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he is your man, but everybody else's man is a better man than your man because you can give attention to the qualities of all of these other men, but you're not giving any honor to your man. And so chances are you could lose your man because every other man is valuable and doing great things, but you're not celebrating the things your man is doing. As a matter of fact, that comparison factor, why can't you be like the minister at the church? Why can't you be like my boss on my job? Why can't you be like my daddy? Why can't you be like my girlfriend's husband? Oh, okay. Okay. And yeah, he may stay and may not go right away. And I'm telling you, there are some guys who will be watching this. They ain't going to comment because brothers don't comment like how women will comment. But let me tell you something. A lot of guys are present, but they're not present. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. You got to get to the point where you start to realize this is who you've got. And if you want more out of him, then y'all two together needs to develop a healthy enough relationship where y'all can come up in life and you can help him to find where he's supposed to be. First and foremost, you should have made sure that you married or connected with exactly who you initially wanted. But now that's who you have. Now you want to compare and look at someone else's man and give attention to another man while you got a man. You deserve to lose your man. Okay, you deserve to lose your man when you got a man, but you want to give attention to other men in relations to how they're showing up in the world, and you're not giving attention to your man and celebrating what he has done for you because he's the one who is staying with you, not the other dudes. Be it whatever positions they are, you got to make sure this is your man. Celebrate your man. I know all the brothers should share this video right there. Okay, so next one, number 5, if you're married, you withheld sex from him. If you're married, you withheld sex from him. In other words, you ain't getting none today, you ain't getting none this week, you ain't getting none this month. So here's the deal. Now you don't want to give him any, but he has to have some. And guess what? The girl on the job wants to give him some. The girl at the gym may want to give him some. The girl in the neighborhood may want to give him some. Somebody wants to give him some while you're not wanting to give him none. You're saying that little cheating some. You want to go there, but the reality of it is you're playing with your relationship by keeping your legs closed when that's your man, that's your husband. You got to tell yourself, listen, I got to take care of my man or somebody else will. Okay? I've got to take care of my man or somebody else will. So I cannot be withholding sex from my husband. I have to develop a relationship where my husband and I, that's for the ladies, guys, you got to get to the point where you develop a relationship where you don't play holding him hostage with the sex deal, man. Come on, don't do that. Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know, now here's the deal. I understand that the brothers got to get it together to make sure that you don't want to have to withhold it. But there are some women who just withhold sex for no reason. I mean, when I say no reason, in terms of the man's view, it is not a legitimate reason. Okay? And let me tell you something, women, you're a lot different than men. You're a lot different from men. You don't even have to be interested in having sex and you can have sex. A brother ain't the same. A brother, if he ain't engaged, he can't rise. He can't show up and he can't perform. So if a brother really wants to perform, my God, you mean to tell me you could and you choose not to? You don't even have to be interested. Fake it if you have to, but at the end of the day, holding back on a dude can cause you to lose your dude. Isn't that the truth? I'm telling the truth. I'm saying you playing games with the reality of knowing that this is what he needs and you can provide it to him is not right. If I'm telling the truth, somebody, you got to say something. Make sure you share. All right. Next one. Watch this. You are constantly trying to change him. That's number 6. Number 6. You're constantly trying to change the guy. Now, this is who you got. When you met him You met him and you hope, maybe pray that he would be more than he would be as after a while. But let's just say he's not where you want him to be. But you can't change a man. You need to inspire a man. You can help motivate that man. You need to encourage that man. But it is not your job to change a man. Just as much as it's not a job for a man to change a woman. And we'll talk about that when we talk to the brothers. Okay? But you got to get to the point where you start to realize it's not my job to change you. It's my job to support you. It's my job to encourage you. It's my job to be your number one motivator, number one fan. I'm on your side, but I can't make you. And so for women who are constantly trying to change their man, you're trying to change him where he's not wanting to be changed, can cause you to lose your man. You wanting to change him where he don't want to be changed can cause you to lose your man. So there are a lot of women who over push, but I just wanted him to be better. I just see so much more in him. He has so much potential, and that's why I hooked up with him. But if he doesn't see the potential in himself, Houston, you've got a problem. So now you got to get to the point where you realize I can't change a man. So I may need to look at how, first and foremost, for those of you that are not connected with any man yet, before you try to connect, you got to make sure that you're not in the business of trying to change a man, because it doesn't work and it doesn't help a man over the long haul. And even, watch this, those women who decided, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna change him and I'm gonna make him, and then guess what ends up happening? They end up losing him, because no man wants a woman who is constantly controlling every bit of him. So he ends up leaving after a while when you already believe you made some significant structural development in him, but you were a little bit too forceful in trying to change him, and it ended up hurting both you and him, his relationship, and now you're at the state of possibly losing your man. So don't be a forceful woman. Be a woman that inspires. Be a woman that motivates. Be a woman that supports. Be a woman that encourages. Okay? So next one. Oh, man. Number 7. You treat him like no other woman wants him. You treat him like no other woman wants him. That's a big one. That's a big one. You've gotten comfortable. He's yours now. So now you're not engaging. You're not engaging him like you're supposed to engage him, because you've already got him. Okay, you already got him, and so now you don't need to make sure that you're showing up around him like he matters and that he needs to know, oh man, my girl is on point. She is keeping it together, and I'm looking forward to seeing her when I get home, when we go out. You know, that's a bragging piece. Every man wants to brag, but when a woman starts to act like no other man, like no other woman wants him, right? When a woman starts to act like no other woman wants him, how she deals with him changes. How she deals with him changes, and it's a lot, because there are other women out there that will take what you are taking lightly. They'll take it very seriously. They will connect, and they will connect well. So you got to get to the point where you start to not take for granted what you've been given. You cannot treat a man that you have like no other woman wants him. That's arrogant. That's a little bit much, and you are going to lose your man if you keep acting that way. Okay, next one, number 8. You pay no attention to his growth and progress. You pay no attention to his growth and progress. Now, watch this. Most men that I know, they're constantly trying to do something. But here's the deal. It is possible to be with a woman who is always looking so far ahead that she is not paying attention to the small levels of growth and progress that the guy is making. So now, every time you hear her open her mouth, she's not talking about what you're doing now or what you have done lately. She's constantly aiming and pursuing and looking and referencing so many other things without celebrating the growth that you have acquired up to this point, the progress that she's seeing being made in your life. One of the things I've discovered is what you focus on, you get more of, right? Now, the challenge with that when it comes to a relationship is that does not necessarily fully apply itself with a person when it comes to the negative. You got to get to the point where you start to realize there is a time to focus on growth, there's a time to focus on development, but there's also this time where you need to start to pull back and focus on appreciation, focus on recognition, focus on celebration, appreciating the baby steps, appreciating the changes, acknowledging what's going right, acknowledging that you used to do this, but you don't do this anymore. And I'm noticing, I notice you, I see you. Okay. All right. So number 9, your friends and families have more influence over you than him. You're going to lose your man when your friends and family members have more influence over you than him. In other words, all of your friends have something to say, and that's how you're showing up in the world. And you are taking very little thought as to what your man has to say. You're going to lose your man because everybody else's voice is more important than his voice. Okay? And here's the deal. Here's the deal. No man wants to be with a woman where everybody else's voice is more prominent in her life than him. So you got to get to the point where you realize if this the guy you're going to connect with, but you and your girlfriends always made certain destiny decisions for a long time, and y'all always strategize, how y'all were going to invest your money, what y'all were going to do in traveling around the world, where y'all wanted to live, the things y'all wanted to do, your friends, family members, you and your sisters made a pact. You and your mom and some of your other in-laws, y'all connected and y'all established things that y'all were going to do. And you said, listen, guys, in the next 10 years, let's do this. Women have a tendency of planning. Women are strategic. Women have the ability to see the big picture. And so you could see a woman in her teens, early 20s, making an agreement and coming to form a lifestyle that has to be looked at a little bit different when you connect with a guy. So now you connect with a guy and you want to keep the same plan you had prior to. And now everybody else's voice is dictating how you're engaging on a daily, weekly, monthly, and annual basis. And it's going to cost you your relationship because the guy doesn't have any value when it comes to influencing you and the connection between you and him in moving forward. You are so much caught up on what your parents think, what your friends think, or those you work with, you're going to find yourself losing your man. You're going to find yourself losing your man. All right. Next one, number 10. You are no longer any fun to be with. You're no longer. I mean, there are some people there's no joy. There is no fun. You're just outright boring. The dude is trying to ask, let's do something exciting. Now, I know I can talk to the brothers because we got brothers who deal with this as well. But I'm talking to the women. Okay? You should be getting better with age. You should be making a commitment. Like, listen, ain't no woman is going to come and take your man. That should be your pact. That should be your statement. If God blesses you with him, then you need to do the work to make sure you keep him. And no man wants a boring woman. Okay? You got to learn what is fun to your husband. What is fun and engagement that is very necessary for your relationship, so both of you guys can stay in a good place. Okay? But there are some women who check out after they've gotten the man. They bought the house, you got the car, you got the position, and now the only time you want to do anything is during the week of vacation. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. And so now the dude, he got to go out all the time and try to find, because some guys, they really want to enjoy life. They're a little bit more into that external entertainment dynamics. And a lot of women are a little bit more into securing, structuring, and developing sustainability in the family. And so fun aside for now, I think there's a place for that. Fun aside for now, but you got to be so intentional that you don't put fun so aside that you lose your man and he's going out having fun with someone else. Okay, I can't believe I was working 2 jobs and he went out there and did some foolishness. Oh my goodness, I was doing all the planning. I was already starting to work on our investment. I was already starting to do this, and we were making good progress. And oh my goodness, he went ahead and just messed up a good thing by shacking up with this chick. It could be that you were no longer fun to be with. You got so caught up in wanting to make progress in life that you weren't making sure that you were making healthy progress in your relationship. Okay, next one is, watch this, number 11. You think he is lucky to have you. So now you've gotten it to your head to where you believe he is lucky to have you. And anytime someone believes someone is lucky to have them, it starts to show up in the way that they deal with you. And the longer the relationship stays together, the more that's going to become a problem. Because anybody who initially believed that you are lucky to have them, over time, they're going to become very careless and loose on how they're dealing with you. And so it's going to become very disrespectful. It's going to become derogatory. It's going to become insulting. It's going to become belittling. It's going to become mean. It's just going to become non-attractive. And eventually, if you keep believing that he is lucky to have you, you will be realizing after a while you were lucky to have him when he moves on and somebody else is blessed with his presence. Okay? And last but not least, you don't appreciate his presence. You don't appreciate his presence. I'm talking about being where he is at. He is cutting the grass. You're sitting out on the porch, watching him, cheering him on, bringing him some lemonade, some water. He's fixing the car tire, going and sitting in the garage and talking with him and connecting. Appreciating his presence rather than moving away from his presence, where you are connected with him, but you no longer enjoy being with him. And so if you keep engaging in the relationship from that position, you are setting yourself up to lose what you've been given. You've got a man. You can lose that man. It is possible to find yourself engaging in these practices and not paying attention to it. And a lot of people, nobody can tell you that you're ungrateful. And when the man tells you you're ungrateful, some of us, listen, guys, some of us, we grow to a state as adults to now only hear what we want to hear. So I'm saying this today. I'm hoping you listen. For those of you that are in a relationship and you want your relationship to prosper, you want your relationship to flourish, you want your relationship to last for the long haul, then what you want to do is you want to do the work to make sure that you're not sabotaging yourself up so that the enemy doesn't come and take what you believe was your good thing that now is someone else's good thing because you've chosen to violate certain things that is against the rules of a healthy relationship engaging men. You're going to lose your man if you keep doing these 12 things. Any of the 12 things can cause you to lose a man. That's my view. If you have a thought, please share it and help a brother out by making sure that someone else gets to watch this. If you think it will bless them, make sure you let them know, hey, check out what Ricardo talked about, 12 reasons why you're going to lose your man. Now, you remember now, I have to come back and do another talk on 12 reasons why you're going to lose your woman. I'm going to do that talk. That's coming. And then another one someone asked me to talk about. It's a big one. I'm going to announce it later. See me here tomorrow, same time. Put on that notification. Make sure you subscribe. Appreciate you guys for showing up today and watching my video. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.